Hello, welcome back to Princess Evangile, where last time we met we already knew Rise, but we met Mitsuri, Mitsuki, Mitsuki. There we go. I got it eventually. Who leading? She's the Red Rose, right? And then Rise was the White Lily.
And also Marika.
Yeah, my worst character for reasons that we will discover. But this chapter is also called like something about the childhood friend. So that means we're gonna be meeting Chiho soon, as well as the another character that I don't remember the name of right now. I
Is it
think
the
is it
is it the
Ruko?
short one?
No, the one with the white hair.
No, I don't remember that one.
I
I
think I
also
think her
remember
I think
that
her name is Ruko.
also Tamie last episode too.
Oh yeah, Tommy A. We're meeting a lot of characters now. Uh, is Tommy A an option in Happiness?
Yes,
Okay,
I do remember
I thought
so.
so.
Which is interesting because Mitsuki isn't as if from the top of my head. But I can open real quick to check. But
Nah, we'll wait and see.
okay.
Okay, I'm ready to go whenever you are. You make sleeping sounds.
What? What? I thought I heard a knock just now. Definitely a knock. I guess reflected at the clock, and I thought it was only 5:30 a.m. Who's knocking at this hour? The light doesn't look like 5:30 a.m. But oh well. Regardless,
It's summer.
regardless, I slipped out of bed. So cold. It was still cold in the morning at this time of year. It had been cold at night and met recess time too.
I don't think it's summer.
Yes?
Salutations. Salutations.
Huh? What?
Is something the matter?
Uh, no. I just figured it was Sister Mashima.
No, I fear it is merely Mitsuki and I. Mitsuki.
So I see. So, do you need something? It's pretty early.
Forgive me, I thought it would be best to come early, so as to not upset the Filet de la Vincennes.
What are you talking about?
Please allow us to search your room.
What?
I have heard that boys often carry forbidden objects. We wish to check for them.
Uh, what do you mean by forbidden objects?
Well, I'm referring to, you know, pornography. How could you make me say it?
I didn't make you say anything. But I understood what she was trying to say. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. They checked my belongings when I first moved in, so...
I cannot believe you.
Huh?
I cannot believe you until I see it with my own eyes.
Ugh. There was something upsetting about being cut off with a smile like that.
Well then, remove your pajamas.
Is it just me, or is the top of Marcus' cleavage like way too high up?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You may have something in your pockets. It's not as if I've asked you to remove your underwear.
He was really smiling.
Marika-sama gave you an order. Now take off your clothing.
But,
Now.
right. I remember the school provided sweatpants and sweatshirt. I stood in a t-shirt and boxers. Cold.
Now leave the room.
Huh?
Do not say huh. We cannot search your room while you are still here.
That's true, but...
Quickly now. We'll call you when we're finished, so take this phone. Take your nakedness elsewhere.
Oh. She pressed my cell phone in my hand and forced me out of the room. Do I really have to stand outside like this?
Oh, no, we can't send him into the hallway just like that. I fail to see the problem. What? But...
Could you at least return my pajamas?
Listen, One-sama, Masaya-san can't... Mitsuki, don't you know the most important thing? What? First, the question of whether the sanctity of the room has been maintained. He will not catch cold being outside for less than an hour. Oh, well, that is certainly true. The Gospels say that it is hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. That goes more so if one carries unsavory objects. Now, Mitsuki, we have little time, so we must begin searching. Yes! I hate her so much.
Hey. I couldn't actually yell this time in the morning, so I called them softly. There was no response, though. They must have been busy with their work. I feel like I do remember that Marika does get better around the halfway point. So maybe
she gets better after she does the worst scene in the game. She gets better.
There was no one in the hall at the moment. Someone could come out at any minute. If they found me like this, they didn't think I was a perfect. They thought I was inclined to commit a crime. I decided it would be best to go outside. At this time, there was likely to be no one outside the dorms. So cold! Goosebumps appeared on my arms as I trembled. I couldn't exactly just stand there as I would walk around. But really, why did I have to walk around dressed like this? I hope I will get a call soon. I've been so poor I never had a cell phone before. But the school giving me one.
Is that a flip phone? I think it's a flip phone.
I think so, yes.
A flip phone with the screen like that? It's Windows.
I think I had a phone like that where you had to move the top of the cell phone to the side and reveal the keyboard like on the side of it.
Those were a thing, weren't they?
I had one of those.
I had my first cell phone was just like screen and keyboard, like always out, you know, like one of those kinds. The screen was really small.
That sounds miserable.
Well, it was my first phone, and I had that when I got that when I started middle school, and then once I got to either 8th grade or high school, they let me have a smartphone.
Okay.
And then I've had one ever since.
It hadn't been any special consideration. All the students must receive the same one.
It keeps us under control, of course.
That's what research site had said when I asked how to use it.
It's actually more like a walkie-talkie. Can you believe it?
A walkie-talkie? How?
It's easy to call someone on the same type of cell phone, but if you want to call anyone on the outside, you have to go through the school.
That sounds frustrating. It sounds a bit like phones in the old days.
It used to be that you can only call pre-approved numbers, like your family and such. It's the same for email, if you want to contact anyone on the outside. Anyway, the rules make it really hard to contact outsiders.
They were also forbidden from leaving school grounds. Residence was really strict about contact with the outside outer world. I heard of hot house flowers and sheltered children before, but this place was really like another world. On the other hand, the rules within the school didn't seem very strict. Maybe because everyone wouldn't behave well without rules. In particular, the woman was welcoming. They didn't even have an official lights out. According to System Mishima, the fact that meal times were all decided in advance made a natural rhythm to daily life. Sounds pretty inconvenient. Riza-san gave a slight shrug.
It's no hindrance to the Vallée de la Finjeunesse. Everyone we know is already here on this campus. Of course that isn't true for you, Masaya-san. I know it's bothersome, but please try and bear it.
Actually, I don't think there's anyone I want to contact the outside either.
Really? Not even your para? Uh,
She shut her mouth quickly as she realized her mistake and smiled apologetically.
well, I mean, friends and such. Did you have a girlfriend, perhaps?
I shook my head silently. Since we left town a year ago, I didn't even try to make friends. I didn't make any friends, and I didn't try to contact my old ones since it taught to auxiliary. I didn't want to risk being them involved in our loan issues. I even kept in touch with my childhood friend. Still in my room and bored taken care of for now, at least. But I still have to do something about our own.
You know, this game introduced me to so many anime tropes because like
Yeah.
I cannot. It's hard to like stress properly how long ago I first saw a playthrough of this game. Like shortly after I started watching anime for the first time.
I do
So
feel like
like,
this would make for a great anime.
well, yeah, probably. But it's like it introduced me to like the whole like childhood friend trope, you know, harem stuff, or I guess like the dense protagonist kind of thing. The honorifics. It introduced me to all that stuff.
I thought things over as I walked down the path. The sweet smell enveloped me from all sides. Oh, crap! I thought I was alone, but there was a girl just ahead.
It's
I remember her.
it's the girl.
I remember not being that big on this one either.
I feel like
Uh,
she's very hit or miss with people.
mhm.
Some people really like her kind of archetype. Other people don't.
I remember not being much of a fan of her, but maybe that's just because I was too like big of a fan of Frisco and Rise at the time. So
Well, I think for a lot of people, the person that I watched play it was mostly upset that she wasn't a dateable option.
oh, Rice, what?
She's only in happiness.
Yeah, now I remember.
Oh yeah, I was about to say who's the four options because I know it's Chiho, Rise, and why am I blanking?
Rise,
Risco.
Risco, Shiho, and Ayaka.
I know, but I was like, wait, who's the fourth? Oh yeah, right, Ayaka. It's been so long. She shows up so late in the game compared to everybody else.
That's why I feel like she's not gonna be probably a favorite anymore. But she just shows so late, and we have some sense
I
more
don't
time with the
know.
other ones.
I don't know. I fell in love with her pretty hard.
Uh, hmm. Though she seems to be playing with some kind of animal. Kinda knows me yet. An animal? Do they keep animals in this nest? Animal care club, perhaps? What is that creature?
It's Panerbell. Panerbell is a Panerbell. Duh.
I should have run the other way, but I found myself curious about what was going on. I've never seen anything like it. It seemed like an unusual species. A stoat, perhaps? But what intrigued me even more was what a cute little hat. It just suited the creature so well. There wasn't any sort of animal lover, but I couldn't help but find it charming. I quietly drew closer. There was plenty of cover, so I felt confident being a bit bold.
Panerbell, will you eat bread? Pan? Tabaru? Oh dear. When will I finally get you to say Tabaru? Well, you will eat it today. You don't, I won't give you your croissant. Just kidding. I made this croissant just for you, Panerbell.
Annabelle, that was just cute. And forget much down the croissant. The girl from the Animal Kill Club looked down at him with eyes full of love. The pet was cute, but it was spectacularly beautiful too.
Is it good?
What a small creature. Plus, it really did look good. It occurred to me that I hadn't eaten anything since the start of my walk. My stomach suddenly let out a growl as I watched.
What is it, Pennerbell? I hear you. You'd like a country roll tomorrow? Hmm?
Thankfully, the girls didn't seem to have heard it. This time I ducked my head down, prepared to make a leave. Snap.
Hmm? A severed head! Aw, I love the chibi shots. They're so cute.
Oh, hey, it's Cupid again. Now with a hat.
That is very much what it looks like.
She seemed genuinely terrified, so I called out immediately to correct her. I even stood up. Oh, crap. My cool down poured down my sides. The girl looked at me blankly. I cast a subtle glance down at my lower half. Oh, thank goodness. Even though I stood up, my lower half was still barely covered.
You're...
Oh, that is... I'm not gonna cause any harm. She might think that if I saw my lower half, though.
I know that.
Huh?
You introduced yourself at the opening ceremony, after all.
Oh, right. That's right.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Kamiyagi Ruko from Class 2B. I did remember her name right.
Nice to meet you. I'm in Class 2C. She brought me politely. I quietly did the same. It was really a bit awkward with the obstacle in the way. I really should have come out, but I wasn't exactly possible.
And this is Pennerbell.
Pennerbell raised a full-limb in greeting. He really was smart.
Adorable,
so,
too.
Pennerbell's his name? It suits him.
Yes.
Is Pennerbell a stoat?
A stoat?
He isn't? He looks a bit like one.
Oh, you're asking about his species. The truth is, I don't know myself.
I feel like... I know she isn't, but I feel like Ruriko gives me the vibes of, like, the mommy Kyoto in, like... So like near Neptune franchise, she reminds me, like, the Wood Kyoto. Which I know she isn't, like, but...
No, she's supposed to be the... If I remember correctly, she's supposed to be the, like, the slow one.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, I clicked out of the game. I never really thought about it.
I see. Ruruko-san seems to be the laid-back type.
Pennerbell is Pennerbell. That's all. Isn't that right, Pennerbell?
But I didn't know that Cabana was a Viciness. Did it go to a club for like or something?
No, it isn't that. We don't have an animal care club. Truth is, I found Pennerbell up above when he was sick.
Above? Viciness was built on a mountainside. She must have meant she found him high up on a mountain.
I believe he belonged to someone in town who abandoned him. He even had a collar. So I decided to nurse him back to health, and we've been inseparable ever since.
Wow!
This art is so adorable.
So that's why she didn't know what he was. You seem like a kind person, Ruriko-san.
Oh, no.
But Annabelle's a unusual name. How'd you pick it?
He just loves bread, or pan, so I named him Pennerbell.
Petburu. I get it. I remember the exchange when I first saw them. Ruriko-san had asked him to say Taburo or something. Maybe Panku would have been more appropriate. Annabelle says Q after all.
You aren't the first person to say that.
What? She suddenly stared at his face.
The
The
truth
truth
is...
is... Oh, sorry.
No. How dare you!
Sorry!
The truth is, everyone else calls him Panku. They say it's too long and such.
I see.
So I propose Pantabel as an abbreviation of the name,
Is that really much of an abbreviation?
but it never caught on. It's so upsetting.
I see.
So...
Yes?
you will call him Pantabel, won't you, Messiah-san?
Uh, sure, of course. If you want me to, Uriko-san.
I'm so glad.
She looked at me, my eyes shining, and picked up a basket from the table. The truth was, I'd been thinking about that bread the entire time.
Would you like a baguette as a token of my thanks?
Yes, absolutely.
Hmm?
I said what I was thinking. Only then realizing my mistake. Despite the cold, I was sweating profusely. I felt like I was covered in dew.
Were you out jogging? It's wonderful to stay in shape.
What?
Am I wrong? You are wearing a t-shirt and running shorts after all.
Apparently, Ruroka has never seen boxers before. That's a charm skill for you. But I was safe at least. No! You got me actually. I like waking up this way early in the morning.
I agree with that practice, although I'm a poor athlete myself. You must be exhausted after such a long workout. Here, take one.
Thanks. Vanessa's smile made me feel a little guilty about my life. But there was no way around it. So I was walking around dressed like this, but I didn't want to. I took one of the rolls. Still slightly warm. Did you just bake this?
Yes, I'm in the bread baking club. I was doing some early morning training of my own.
Bread baking? Business has clubs like that?
It was originally affiliated with a mission, after all.
The mansion, I think. What does that have to do with it?
Was it? No, mission.
Oh, sorry.
I know what I'm talking about. I can read. Bread is the Eucharist and Holy Mat.
Not now, Ringo. Oh, just a minute. I received notification of an email and checked it. Missy Shan had given me permission to return. Thank goodness.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I was thinking about getting back to my room, actually. I felt even colder now, maybe because of the sweat.
Then I will accompany you. I'm returning as well.
Sure. As she walked, she explained how bread was the Eucharist in the Holy Mass.
At the Last Supper, Jesus gave bread to his disciples, saying that it was his body. That's where the ritual came from.
Wow, you guys have missions really know a lot about this stuff.
We learned it a bit in our classes. There are a few who call Jesus Christ, after all.
What does that mean?
Christ is not actually a name, it means Savior. To call Jesus Christ is a profession of one's faith.
Wow, I didn't know that. Ruka-san had called him Jesus before. As he walked, I took a big bite of bread. This is cool. I haven't much in the way of fresh bread before. What is it?
I've never seen someone eat while walking before.
Oh, is that bad manners?
No, it isn't. But it is quite unusual.
Yes it is.
This may be a strange question, but
Yeah?
due to certain personal circumstances, I would like to learn more about men.
Oh.
So I believe, given this opportunity, I would like to know more about you, Messiah-san.
Right. Well, of course. Well, this might seem strange too, but it's the only way I can pass it forward to the other term is if you all get to know me. So, I'd be happy to then. You like to know, Ruko-san?
Good. Then, if I may,
Ruko-san lowered her gaze, looking toward my groinal region. What are you looking at?
I would like to know the brand of your running shorts. Is that alright?
I think they're Uniqlo?
Unuko. I'll remember it. I suppose this is where we part ways.
Yeah. Thanks for the bread.
Not at all.
Annabelle waved to me. Seriously smart animal.
Hold on, 1 second. There we go.
Personal circumstances, huh? What should I do? Still, having the beauty of Ruko-san wanting to know more about me wasn't exactly a bad feeling. So cold! I was going back to my room to take a nice warm shower. But on the way there... the bell for breakfast rang. Oh, crap! I picked up speed. I turned the last corner, door was in sight, I went for the last dash. But just then, the doors opened.
Morning! Morning!
The girls came out, exchanging mild pleasantries. Amidst a group of smartly dressed girls, a single man in shirt and boxers stood out immediately.
Ah! What is he wearing? No. Molester, idiot, pervert, ne'er-do-well. This is why I hate men. What's going on out? What?
One by one, the doors opened, and the hallway devolved into chaos. This was quickly becoming out of control, and it started throwing things. It didn't hurt much, but the was supposed to getting off on the right foot there. Instead, I was off on the worst possible foot.
Take this, indecent exposure, apparently pornography.
And then they started accusing me of crimes they never committed. Just as the attacks began to escalate, a calm voice ran throughout the building.
Stop this at once.
The attack stopped immediately.
There is an explanation for all of this. Stop it now, everyone.
Thank goodness.
Why is the Tortsura helping him? What could the reason be? I'm sorry, Masayo-kun. Look, he actually made Grand Floor apologize to him. That man.
You mean on me again?
In a moment's thoughtlessness, I forced him out of his room in his underwear.
You were certainly fixed on your task.
Was that sarcasm?
What?
I guess you were serious. Good character.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm sorry we chased you out of your room so early.
Mitsuki whispered the words, gaze averted, and pressed my nearly full pajamas in my hands.
Our search did not reveal anything untoward. It was quite a relief to me.
Ah, right. I'm glad to hear that.
Well then, salutations.
Monica clapped her hands and addressed the others.
Now everyone, get along to your rooms near the dining hall. Masai-kun hasn't done anything wrong this time.
The student council president's influence was winnable. The students immediately dispersed. During the break between classes, Risa-san was quickly scolding me.
For heaven's sake, what were you thinking?
Sorry!
Everyone's talking about it. You weren't there, so you didn't see what it was like in the dining hall this morning.
The packet had me fill me up, so I ended up skipping breakfast.
The whole score is in an uproar. It's really quite incredible.
Right! Sorry!
Well, we're lucky that the Sombra scanner wasn't there at least. If this had ended up in the paper, I don't know what I would do. Oh.
That's definitely Tommy.
That's the name of a game that I want to play. That's cool. What does it mean? Scanner of the Dark. Yeah, that makes sense for that game. I think it's a game you're gonna find really fascinating.
Number scanner?
It's a really, really cool horror game. I really want to play it. The News Club's ace reporter. It means scanner of the dark.
Oh, Tommy-san. Her title suggests that little got by her.
But what on earth happened? The information is so muddled, I don't know what to think. I'm sure you're not really a molester, but
Yeah, that's really not what happened.
I've heard people were talking about Marika-san and Mitsuki-san as well. Did they have some part... Marika-sama and Mitsuki-san as well. Did they have some part of this?
Yeah. Like, last time I'm quiet as people seem to be listening in. Explain what happened.
Really? What a curious story.
A little, but sometimes present concerned about my behavior, I guess. That's the feeling I got. She seemed in the end, though, to help him resolve the whole misunderstanding.
You are truly naive.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Yeah, it was totally intentional. She did it on purpose. Freaking hate her. She sucks. Man, what a bummer.
During a next break period, Tommy-san came to visit. She's still by my desk, lamenting.
Can't believe I missed out on that scoop. I'm unworthy of the title Somber Scanner.
It wasn't much of a scoop, you know. It wouldn't matter what's really mundane.
Heh. Even if there is only one truth, the facts can come out different in writing. That's what it means to be a reporter.
I think playing Honeypop made me appreciate this character more because it reminds me a lot of Momo.
She does look a lot like her, huh?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, I wouldn't make things up, and I don't mean to make you look bad unnecessarily either, Messiah-san. Neutral and impartial. Fair and imbalanced. Fair and balanced, my god. I can read. That's the motto of the Mode Quotidienne.
Is that the name of the news club's report newspaper? Newspaper?
It means the fashion of the day, or something like that. If you don't believe me, look at today's paper. It writes about you with no rose-colored glasses. That's the interview from yesterday. I'd like to see it, too.
It was a text of my interview along with elements from research and the others. It really wasn't partially written. I found nothing to complain about. My concern, though, was a matter of my family history. I admit to myself, so there was no use stressing over it now. Because reason I said, it was not my fault, though. Even if it made bad first impression, then I put on a good face and forget about it eventually. I kept my faith in that.
Ruriko! Ruriko. Trying to make sure I say it correctly. I'm not sure if I am, though.
We had lunch at noon, and Risa and I headed for Moria Hall. We had gone there after class the day before as well. After what we were doing there, it was the vote for society though. Where are we?
This is Maria Hall. It houses the student council and the White Lily and Red Rose Society rooms.
Wow, the atmosphere is totally different from the doors of the campus building.
I suppose it is. Maria Hall is one of the older buildings.
So what happens now?
As I said, we'll vote to choose the leader of the White Lily Society.
Ah! Risa-san gazed on the wristwatch.
Voting ends at 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, Messiah-san, but could you wait with me until it ends?
Sure! We passed through the doors and checked to see if anyone had come.
I don't know if any of them will come after all.
We had all returned to the honor room, Mr. Risa-san. Those women were proof of their participation in the association. They were a bit of membership badges. Returning them meant...
What happens...
What happens if they don't show?
I'm sorry, I was so curious just now.
You what?
Nothing. I will win by default. This is the White Lily Society room. It looks identical to the Red Rose room, so you'll need to be careful when you come here.
The room was deserted. Smack.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Smack in the center of the room was a voting bot. Like looks at the others using real elections.
Only the teachers have the key to this box. It's very official, don't you think?
Really is.
The prevalence of votes is one of Vincennes' defining characteristics. That's why the voting boxes are so grand. Well, I'm going to vote.
She wrote a name on one of the papers on the table. And slipped in the voting box. The vote itself was effectively finished, or decided to stay until 6 o'clock. In the end, not a single person came.
Nobody came, Ark.
Nobody.
It's a real shame.
Oh, deal a brain rot, God.
It created the joke, but I'm gonna bring it up whenever I can.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a new thing now.
It always has been.
Always will be. Since we happen to be here, let's eat in the courtyard. I'll make tea.
Thanks. I didn't even know we had a quartet here. Yesterday we had gone straight to White Lily Society room, so I didn't know the building leaders that yet.
Maria Hall is shaped like a pentagon.
They just had to draw a diagram in the air.
On either side of the entrance are the White Lily and Red Rose Society rooms. That's why I warned you to be careful yesterday. You need to remember if it's the right or left room.
The room we entered yesterday. Was it right or left? I don't even remember.
The left. Here's a way that you can remember. The word lily starts with L, so which side is the lily on?
Left?
Right, and rose is right. So just remember the first letter of the words.
Got it. I understand.
There's also the storage room, the lounge, and the student council room, though you won't have much business there. Oh,
Wow.
I forgot that she's showing him around because he like unofficially joined the society.
It seems like a really nice place. You get so much done.
Yes, the weather is so nice I thought we would spend the day in Maria Hall.
There were a few tables around, giving the court a very relaxing aura. They decided to move to the kitchenette while I wait at the table. Oh yeah, she does show up here. Just then, I caught a glimpse of someone through the window. They're passing through the hall facing me, so I waved.
What do you think, about her, like, draws you in?
Well, she was my first, I guess, she was my first crush. Let's just put it that way. I remember around the time when this game came out, which granted was a really long time ago. I saw like a picture of this girl, and I thought she was like beautiful, and it saved in like just. It's really basic, but I honestly had a crush on her just because of her design alone. Without knowing anything the game and just playing, seeing her, like it just. I definitely have a history with her. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I was mostly wondering, like, what about her appearance do you think you like so much?
She looks the most natural, aside from Tanya, but her personality is definitely more for me, like a stickler for roles, and also just like a really calm personality. Before like she warms up to my Messiah-san, and then Messiah, and then she opens up to him. I really like that. So right now she's very calm and like it's just inspecting him from a distance. But I do know like later on she becomes a lot more emotional, and I love that personally.
You know, it's gonna be really funny if we have an argument about who to go for first.
Yeah, I hope not, but I feel like we will.
The main thing that I see it potentially being is her or Ayaka. And if not Ayaka, then probably Risei. Like I like Chiho, but I think I always liked Risei a little more.
Okay. What's your opinion of Risco?
Of Ritsuko?
Yes.
Do you want me to be honest?
We are definitely having an argument.
I honestly barely remembered.
I'm sad. We are definitely having an
To
argument.
be fair, I've also kind of forgot about Shiho until she popped up.
I mean, yeah, okay.
But I think I had more vague memories of Chiho than Ritsuko. But you also have to remember, I actually never saw the entire game.
Yeah.
I just saw all of the main game and then some of Ayaka's route, and that's it.
If we, well, I was about to say if we don't go down this course route, I could just like watch the route on YouTube my own time. But if
Well, no,
we go
I
completion,
want to play through all of them eventually.
okay, I
I'm
see.
mostly wondering which we're gonna do first.
Right. Okay.
Salutations. Are you by yourself, Messiah-sama?
No, I'm here with Risa-san. She's in the kitchen right now.
I see. That is ideal.
I also think she has some like the best like poses or like models in the in the
Maybe it's because she's slightly younger, but I think she has a lot more, like, kind of like what you said, like natural beauty.
Mhm. She definitely has she doesn't have like most natural appearance aside from Tamie. Aside from Tamie and Chiho, we'll meet later. But I do like Chiho, and Tamie my first time playing I don't remember being that fun of, but yeah, Risco was definitely up there.
Well,
It was between
we're
her.
talking about, we would be talking about the four main girls first, because we'd probably go through all the four main girls first, and then we would play Happiness and do the others.
Yeah. Mhm. The yeah, I do remember it was between Risco and Rise in my first playthrough.
Which I actually don't remember who all. I remember the four main girls in Princess of Angel, but I don't remember who all becomes an option in Happiness other than Tamie and Ruko.
There's also the small one, the green one.
Is her
Uh,
name like Akane?
I I think so, but she's like a friend of Risco. I know
I
that.
know who you're talking about. I remember her very well because she had like a very prominent scene that I remember, like that one,
Mhm.
like where they get like locked in the bathroom or something.
Oh yeah,
I remember that very well. Um, I don't know. I think Marika is probably an option.
Marika is an option,
In
but
which
Misty
case, we'll
isn't.
probably do her last.
Okay.
I cannot like overstress how much that she annoys me.
I mean, you don't remember like much about this game, so maybe like the second half will
Well,
improve some stuff.
it's probably not helped by the fact that I remember a very few specific scenes. Um, the one that I remember the thing that we just saw where he gets locked out of his room, which I hate. Okay, hold on, I gotta. Okay, I am back. Um, as I was saying, I remember a few select scenes from the game, which was that part that we saw with Messiah having to like leave his room in his underwear. I remember a scene coming later on that I don't want to spoil, but it's my least favorite scene in the entire game, which is why I remember it so much. I remember a small part of a scene with Chiho. I remember the bath scene, and I think, oh, and then one scene that happens at the end of the first semester. And I think that's it. I think that's all the only big things that I remember from this game. So I was
Do you
looking.
think
Oh no, you go ahead.
do you think Risco knew Rise was gonna leave him alone to like stepped out, or was he just like just was just plain luck? Would you say? She strikes me as the kind of girl who would just like know and would just um is very calculating in that she knew that Rise was gonna like go to the kitchen and take Messiah-san around,
Oh,
like go
that
to
you're saying like it's intentional that she comes out right when Rise leaves.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see it. I was also looking it up, so The online estimations for the length of the game is if you're playing it and you're like not taking a whole lot of breaks or anything, which I think we're on a pretty good pace. It's about 34 hours
Okay.
for if you're just doing like one route. And then if you're doing all of them, it's like 42 hours.
Okay. She didn't actually answer me, but turned her face away and closed her eyes. I took a surreptitious glance at her profile. I'd never seen that word before.
Surreptitious.
Ritsuko is really beautiful too. Perhaps because she did not wield her emotions openly. She appeared like a broken doll.
Porcelain.
This is really...
Come on, Ark.
This is really is filled with beauty. When I thought about it, that was maybe the thing that made me most glad to be here.
Oh, Ritsuko, would you like some tea as well? No, thank you, Rise-sama. Congratulations on winning the leadership of the White Lily Society. Why such formality? The truth is...
She hesitated for a moment, turning her head to the entrance. Turning her eyes to the entrance. What books do you think she's holding all the time? Is that the Bible, you think? Because
I could see that.
There was another student coming towards us.
It's just a novel that she's a really slow reader, so she's reading the same novel throughout the entire year. Ritsuko, have you made the traditional greeting? I am about to. Mitsuki-san.
Yeah, I do say B-I-B, so... Mitsuki,
Oh yeah,
it's
it's absolutely the Bible.
Mitsuki saw off to the side as if to make it clear she would not be joining us for tea.
Traditional greeting? It did seem a bit overly formal, but I have been entrusted with the leadership of the Red Rose Society. What?
Huh? Risa-san had said that the association decided on the leaders during the third term, and that the new head of the Red Rose would be Mitsuki-san.
How did this happen? There is no rule stating that a first year can't be a society president. That isn't what I'm saying, of course. Mitsuki-san, I thought you were going to be society leader. Our plans changed. What? What's going on? You really don't know, Cela de Cool. Masaya-san, under normal circumstances, no one would associate with you here, and you would not be welcome anywhere you go.
I do remember another reason why I wanted to go with Ritsuko a lot, but beyond the fact that I like her and I just like her the most, and she's my childhood crush. This scene where Mitsuki was saying, "Hey, she's the new leader of the Red Rose." I think the fact that she is, and like she's part of the leader of like, you're not welcome here, get out. I think just having a protagonist that be with her,
It's much more fitting.
Uh-huh.
showing that he really can overcome Mitsuki, no matter what she throws at him.
I just love that, and also she's just beautiful, the most beautiful one in my opinion. I was a little shocked to be attacked that way so suddenly.
Well, I was looking through the playthrough of the person that I watched. In the order that he did it was Ayaka, Ritsuko, Chiho, Rise.
That's oh, poor Rise. I feel like Rise is the canon quote unquote option, but oh well. I guess there is no right or wrong choice, but it just makes sense. Like,
well, I mean, typically there are some people who consider there to be like quote unquote canon the romance routes in Persona games.
Yeah,
because like one of the character, like some people consider On to be the canon romance option for Joker. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Partially because some people will go even further to say that the Lover's Arcana in every game is supposed to be the canon one, which on is the Lover's Arcana. But that's a smaller subset of the fandom.
Okay.
Did you read this one?
Yes.
Okay. The only reason you're allowed to stay at Vincennes is because it was Rise-san who brought you here. That is how much people respect her.
Well, that's right. The person who brought me here was a VIP, so I was riding her coattails in a way.
That's a foolish way to judge people. Doesn't matter what anyone says, everyone should interact with them and decide for themselves. Not everyone can conduct themselves the way you do, you know. Okay, that's their problem, not mine.
Kind of a confidential error. It would cause even Risco to gasp.
I cannot ignore your influence. The only person above you in that regard would be La Tourtière. You have changed, Mitsuki-san. You never would have said something like that before. That is neither here nor there. She's a character that's just like, God, I hate her, but I don't hate her in the same way that I hate Marika. Mitsuki feels more redeemable to me than Marika does.
Mitsuki sounds like she's just following orders.
Yeah, no, because Marika's thing is that she shows absolutely no remorse or hesitancy in her actions at all. Mitsuki does.
Right. I do remember like that after that scene on the I think it was in the church where it was raining, Marika does like sort of be like, "Hey, Mitsuki, is this really okay? Or like, is this really the right choice?" I feel like unfortunately like the game ended like shortly after that, so I didn't really see what happened afterward. But I do like was really interested in seeing where Marika went.
I am happy that some part of this playthrough will be new for you too.
Absolutely.
Because like,
Again,
in a sense,
again,
I've seen so much of this game already. I saw basically all of the main game, but it's been so long that I remember almost none of it.
I don't think I've seen. I mean, I've seen everything. I think everything up until like where you make your choice is the same, but like everything. I think after you make a choice, like where it branches from like the original to with happiness,
It
because
skips ahead a lot.
It skips ahead a lot because
because in Happiness, well, in the original you would get to see what Ritsuko's route is. In Happiness, they show you an extended version of it because they're like, oh, you've probably already seen the original.
with happiness, the game starts you with you and Risk already being married, so
yeah, so it skips you ahead.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of funny because in with happiness, where like it refreshes you with on the game. If you whatever, I mean, I picked Ritsuko and like she acted like I didn't pick her at all. I was like, wait, what's happening? And like the game just ends. So I feel like I feel like the game doesn't give you much of a choice there in that regard. So
also, I don't know if you read this one, but I did. If you did, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I read this one.
Can you read it again?
As a shame of the anguish she has shown, she had torn her eyes away.
Well then, what were we discussing? That's right, Ritsuko's inauguration. The association this year bear an unprecedented responsibility. As the chairwoman said the other day, the grand vote cannot merely be a popularity contest. The student body must make the proper decision for the future of the school. In that case, we've decided it would be best to propose a more suitable leader. Belle Alpine is certainly a title to compete even with Soleil de Cool, don't you think? To be fair, on Mitsuki's part, I do think that that's a good idea to make it more fair. Obviously, we want the vote to go our way, but purely in terms of, like, making it as fair as possible, choosing Ritsuko for it is really a smart idea.
None of us can answer her. Even Ritsuko-san herself cast her eyes downward as if merely enduring it.
Ritsuko-chan.
Ritsuko-chan.
That's why I withdrew myself from the running. That's... what of it? I won't have your pity if that's what you're offering. I chose this of my own free will. There's one thing I wish to say, to Rise-san and to you.
She pointed her finger sharply at my face.
I'm firmly against accepting boys here. This is not a joke. Vincent S. is a girls' school. It is a ridiculous suggestion. And your school is not gonna be a school if you don't. Moron?
I feel like that's better, like, for her. Like, letting the school go down with in pride and just accepting
She
boys
probably
in
would
her
be
eyes.
the type to be like, well, it's not, the school should just disappear if we can't keep it a girls' school. Like, fuck off. It's so stupid.
Well, Mr. Science's words were entirely natural.
I feel like you've rubbed off on me a little bit with how harsh I feel like I am sometimes now.
I mean, you were that way towards Kinzo in DLAs. And that was
Yeah,
the
but
first
that
place
was...
we did. But...
No, we did 999 before that.
Okay, he'll fail.
I'm saying, I think your unabashed hatred for certain characters in those two games kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. Well, that's all I had to say. Excuse me. If I may be perfectly honest. What is it? Mitsuki-sama is correct that there is no restriction on society leaders by grade level. However, there are customs and unwritten rules. I believe it is without precedent, and yet they elected me. You have always been a stickler for rules that way, Ritsuko. Even setting my age aside, I feel terribly unworthy of the position. What?
What? How?
I'm sorry.
I feel like another reason is because even though Risco is part of Red Rose, like despite everyone else being like, let's get Messiah out of here, Risco never like speaks up. Like she just remains neutral.
She doesn't really speak for herself.
She just if she did want Messiah out of here, like she never said it. Like I do feel like she was forced in this position against her will. So. What? But Ritsuko-san, Ritsuko-san, you're so beautiful!
What did you just say?
Uh-oh. They were glaring at me. I mean, that's a big part of leadership, right?
It is, but with regard to that point, my big sisters have all agreed to give me their full support. At least it's been clear to me that the society members were in agreement about the decision. That is why I did not object.
From the way she spoke, Ritsuko-san seemed like a person who would like to follow rules. She was simply a stickler in that way.
You mentioned the other day that you were against reform, Ritsuko. I am. But today we have become official rivals. I hope that we can keep this amiable. As do I.
I just shook hands. I felt like I'd seen Ritsuko-san for the first time.
You have to... Come on, man.
Ritsuko-san smiled for the first time! I felt certain that it was due to Ritsuko-san's welcoming attitude.
Okay. That's where we're gonna stop for today.
Okay.
I think that was a good episode, though. We got a lot more discussion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am still enjoying this game quite a lot.
Me too.
But yeah, so thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you all for watching.
Really excited to keep going. We're gonna try and keep it enough episodes going that we can go weekly. Which so far I'm succeeding, so hopefully we can keep that up. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the episodes when they come out. Till then, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!